Assalamu alaikum. I am Akbar Hassan. So in this presentation, I talk about what are the steps for preparing myself or ourselves for higher study abroad. Studying abroad is a great way to expand our knowledge. We meet new people and enjoy new experience. It's not only develop the essential skill, we also increase our earning potential through higher education. The full process of higher study is so long, I will try to explain this process shortly and easiest way. Okay, now I go to our main section. Okay, now the first question is what is a step should be taken for getting higher education? We will discuss about that matter by these 6 steps. First one is subject selection, second university selection, third country selection, fourth collecting document, fifth apply for university, and the last one is apply for visa. One by one I explain all of this. So first we discuss about subject selection. Okay, now the question is what is means by subject selection, because I already read in a subject like electrical and electronic engineering. Okay, subject selection means select a area of our subject. It is most important part on this process and fully depend on us. Suppose we read electrical and electronic engineering, then our subject area is power electronics, robotics, network communication, control system, hardware engineering, software engineering, instrument, nanotechnology, etc. That's called subject area or subject of threefold. Selection the subject is fully depend upon us. We will select that field that is seems suitable for us. Here suitable means which field I can be able to do something better in the future. Okay, now we go to our home page to see the next process. Okay, our next process is university selection. In this process, we need to find out some university which offer our desired subject. For find out university, we simply Google is just like university that offer robotics as a master degree. Suppose our desired subject is robotics. University rank also an important thing in this process. So let's try to select that university which rank is above 500. After selecting university, we need to put down our collecting data in a Excel file like that. In Excel file, we need to make two columns, one for university name and other for university rank. And then put the data which we found by research on Google. Okay, that's the university selection process. Our next process is country selection. Selecting country, we need to check out that thing. First is tuition fee, second is scholarship, and third is opportunity for part-time job. Here tuition fee means money that a student pay to a university for their teaching. Suppose if we like to stay on this country after our master degree, then also need to check out that thing. First is job opportunity and second is residence opportunity or green card. For this, we need to make extra column in our previous Excel file, which name is country. Then find out by Google that which country has the opportunity for job and residence after our master degree. Then select this country. Okay, our next process is collecting document. Collecting document is the most important part on this process. For collecting data, first we need certificate and mark sheet of BSc. Second, we need curriculum vitae. The details of curriculum vitae discussed sometime later. Third, we need SOP or a statement of purpose. It also called motivational letter. In this letter, you explain that who are you, the purpose of your graduation, the future impact of your purpose, etc. And then you need a English test. And the last, you need a recommendation letter. A letter of recommendation is written by someone who can recommend on our work or academic performance. One of the most important material of our application package is letter of recommendation, and it is expected to come from our thesis supervisor and professor. It's not mandatory to get the recommendation letter from our professor, but it helps if it comes from someone who can closely know about our potential and has been connected to any of our work. Now we talk about our CV. First, we need a standard CGPA. The CGPA varied by university requirement. Then we need technical skill. Technical skill means your subject related technical skill. Suppose your electrical engineering related skill is MATLAB, AutoCAD, PCB design, etc. So you can add this skill in your CV. But don't add this skill like Illustrator, Photoshop or web designing because it don't helpful for our subject related field. Then come extracurriculum activity. Working a part-time job and volunteering also count as extracurriculums. Campus embassy also count your extracurriculum activity. You can make your CV even more interesting by add this extracurriculum activity. Add the score of your English test in your CV. Thesis and project. You complete a research project in the end of undergraduate degree program. So add the title of thesis or project in your CV. Publication. You try to publish your thesis or any research work in journal or conference. A publication can take your application to a different level. Suppose your English is bad like me. For that, your English test score is very poor. In this case, publication or very high CGPA is backup part to solve this problem. Add more of your ability and university requirement. There are some English tests like IELTS, TOEFL, SAT, GRE. USA, most of the university require TOEFL score. On the other hand, Canada, Australia require IELTS score. Okay, the next step is apply for university. Okay, apply for university. First, seek university website and find out their requirement and application deadline. Many of the requirements discussed in the previous section. Payment method. We need to pay in dollar. For pay in dollar, we need a card which we collect from Das Bangla Bank or EBL Bank. Then apply for at least 5 university. Here create a question that why we don't apply to very less university, suppose only 2 university? The answer is all the university don't accept us. Suppose both 2 university reject you, then what you do? So if you apply for more university, then the probability of accepting your application is high. But apply more university like 10 or 15 also not a good idea because there is a payment option. Okay, then after applying wait for 3 or 4 weeks. Then we know which university accept us. Suppose 2 university accept our, then choose one who is better for us. Okay, it is the university apply process. Then last process is apply for visa. Apply for visa. First we need to go embassy website. Which country we want to go? Suppose we go America. Then search on Google America Bangladesh Embassy. After that we find out all the things required to make a visa. All these 3 steps I explained by a video. Here the video is. I play this. Suppose we apply for a university which is located in USA. So we need a visa for USA. So simply we Google that US Bangladesh Embassy. Then go to the first link. Then go visa option. There we see 3 options. One is non-immigrant visa which for job and study. Second, immigrant visa which for permanent living. And third is visa waiver program which for only 90-day stay. Okay, we go non-immigrant visa. Okay, here the option. For make your USA visa, you need to follow this step. Okay, here we also see 2 important points. First is you need educational certificate, mark sheet, etc. Second, you need a required money in your account to prove that you have the 5-month ability to stay on this country. Okay, actually you need all of that thing. First, police certificate or police clearance. Simply police clearance prove that you are not a criminal and there are not any complaint about you in police station. Then you need educational certificate copy and university offer letter and show a required amount of money in your account. That also discussed some time ago in this video. Okay, then apply for visa and wait for 1 or 2 months. If visa is complete, then wait for flight and then go for achieve your dream. Okay, that's the visa process. Okay, that's the thing we need preparing ourselves for higher study abroad. Because I do not have the practical experience of higher study, so if I discuss some point wrong or some point missing, then sorry for that. Lastly, gratefulness for patiently seeing my full presentation. Thank you.